As the Michigan State community begins to heal, services for two of the students killed in the campus shootings will begin today.
Visitation for both Brian Fraser and Alex Werner scheduled for this afternoon, while their funerals will happen tomorrow. Meantime, we have learned one of the 5 hospitalized students has been upgraded from critical to stable. The other 4 are still in critical condition. As for the investigation, police saying when the shooter killed himself, officers found 2 handguns and a note listing targets, including a former employer of his, a church, and other places where police say he, quote, felt slighted.
While Berkey Hall is closed for the rest of the semester, this morning we are hearing from an assistant professor who was in that Berkey classroom targeted by the shooter. Nick Monticelli is live now in East Lansing with more on the professor's harrowing story. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning. Yeah, that professor is saying that unfortunately 7 of the 8 victims in this shooting were all shot in his classroom right here inside of Berkey Hall. And now there's concerns about what will happen with that classroom. Will it become a memorial or will it reopen eventually?
I don't know how long he stood there. Probably, I mean, he shot at least 15 shots.
MSU assistant professor Marco Diaz-Munoz says the shooter barely stepped foot inside of his classroom, pointing a gun, shooting randomly, and students were essentially boxed in by rows of theater-like seating. Overhearing one student,
he was saying, "I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I cannot breathe."
7 of the 8 student victims were all shot inside the Berkey Hall classroom, including 19-year-old Ariel Anderson and 20-year-old Alex Werner.
I'm haunted because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know whether to lift their bodies. There was so much blood.
But in those moments of terror, Diaz-Munoz also saw heroism, students working to save their peers.
So they were trying to cover the wounds with their hands so they didn't bleed to death. I think I'll be haunted by it. I definitely don't want to go to Berkey Hall because I couldn't go into that classroom after what I saw.
Do you have a concealed carry permit?
Also this morning, growing frustration at Michigan State. As we see in this 2019 body cam footage, McCrae was arrested for illegally carrying a concealed weapon, which got pled down. Therefore, he was able to purchase the 2 guns used in the shooting legally because he was not convicted of a felony. So again, Berkey Hall here will be closed for the rest of the semester. That classroom where the shooting happens, there's conversations about turning that into a memorial. We're live here at Michigan State. Nick Monticelli, Local 4.